Okay.
All right. Good morning, everybody. I think we got it muted and recording started. Cindy, you good?
Yep, I'm good. All right.
Good morning. Welcome. I'll just talk about the book real quick. Good morning and welcome to the Wake Up Call. We got a little crosstalk this morning here, but we're going over 100 Ways to Motivate Yourself by Steve Chandler, I think is the title, the author. And we're on chapter 23, I believe it is. 24. Sorry. Yeah, you're in your own place. And to kick off the call here, I'm going to introduce my wife, who is really kind of the founder of the Wake Up Call from years back. That's Miss Cindy Wright. Cindy, you got the call.
All right. Thanks, Kirby. And y'all, I apologize. Kirby is still waking up because I think Tracy is playing pickleball this morning or something. He forgot to call me. So I woke Kirby up just a few minutes ago to jump on here. So anyway, welcome, y'all. Happy Monday. This is chapter 24, Run Your Own Plays. And he says, design your own life's game plan. Let the game respond to you rather than the other way around. Be like Bill Walsh, the former head coach of the San Francisco 49ers. Everybody thought he was kind of eccentric because of how extensively he planned his plays in advance of each game. Most coaches would wait to see how the game unfolded, then respond with plays that reacted to the other team, not Bill Walsh. Walsh would pace the sidelines with a big sheet of plays that his team was going to run no matter what. He wanted the other team to respond to him. Walsh won a lot of Super Bowls with his unorthodox, proactive approach, but all he did was to act on the crucial difference between creating and reacting. You can create your own plans in advance so that your life will respond to you. If you can hold the thought that all times your life is either a creation or a reaction, you can continually remind yourself to be creating and planning. Creation and reaction have the same letters in them exactly. They are anagrams. I think that's how you say that. Perhaps that's why people slip so easily out of one and into the other. Many of us can spend whole days reacting without being aware of it. We wake up reacting to news on the clock. Oh, this book must be old. On the clock radio. That's funny. Then we react to feelings in our body. We react to our spouses and our children. We get in the car, we react to traffic, honking the horn, using sign language. Then at work, we see an email on our computer, and we react to that. React to stupid customers and insensitive bosses who are intruding on our day. During a break, we react to a waitress at lunch. This habit of reacting can go on all day, every day. We become goalies in the hockey game of life with pucks flying at us incessantly. It's time to play another position. It's time to fly across the ice with the puck on our own stick, ready to shoot at another goal. Robert Fritz, who has written some of the most profound and useful books on the differences between creating and reacting, says, when your life itself becomes the subject matter of the creative process, a very different experience of life opens to you, one in which you are involved with life at its very essence. Plan your day the way Bill Walsh planned his football game. See the task ahead as plays you're going to run. You'll feel involved in your life at its very essence because you'll be encouraging the world to respond to you. If you don't choose to do that, the life you get won't be an accident. An old Jewish folk saying puts it, a person who does not make a choice makes a choice. And it's an interesting chapter, Kirby. I'm trying to see when this book was written because it's obviously older. 2004 for sure. But, I think this is a much bigger problem today than it was in 2004 because we have so much that we are reacting to on a minute-by-minute basis with our cell phones. These things are the biggest distractions ever in the history of anyone's life. I mean, we are constantly being distracted. How many of us sit across the table from someone at lunch who cannot put their phone down? You know, they cannot put their phone down for anything. It's just constant coming at you with text messages. People are responding to something on Facebook. They're looking at Instagram. They're looking at TikTok and then responding. I find myself, I get on TikTok before I know it, I'm shopping and I'm looking at this, and then I put something like this in my cart, and then before I know it, I've got 4 other things in my cart, and then I have to look at myself and go, okay, I don't need any of this stuff, and I put it away. And, I mean, I have to just shut my phone down because I just look at stuff and instantly start putting it in my cart and go, what am I doing? I don't need any of this stuff. It's just constant reacting. So I'll give it to you, Kirby, because you know how bad I am with this.
Well, I missed the clock radio, actually. I thought it was one of the coolest inventions ever when you could set an alarm and it would go off at 6 o'clock with music instead of an alarm. I thought that was super cool. So, yeah, it has been a while, and the phone is a massive distraction. And I know that I have learned over the years that I'm either in a reactive mode or I'm in a proactive mode. And I've lived a lot of the most recent years in a reactive mode where I just kind of start the day and kind of fall forward and, you know, react to what happens, react to what comes my way. And it reminded me of something because I'm always busy. Everybody's always busy. But are you intentional about what you're doing? And there was a quote that I heard Mary Kay use years ago, and I looked it up. It's something called Parkinson's Law quote, work expands so as to fill the time available for its completion. In other words, if you don't have a plan, your day will get filled up with stuff, but it's just not going to be very productive stuff. It's not going to be on-purpose stuff. It's not going to be stuff that's going to accomplish your goals because you're just reacting to the things as they come your way. And that turns out to be the way life is. But we have the decision, we have the ability and the obligation to make a decision to not operate in that reactive mode and to operate in, as he says, a creative way, in a proactive way with a plan and executing against that plan all day, every day. And if you don't have a plan, you can't be proactive and you're going to be reactive, and your time will, your work will fill in for the time that you've got. It just always works out that way. So that's what it brought to my mind this morning. Cindy, I'll let it go back to you, and you can close out the call.
Well, you know, if you talk to any successful person, I guarantee you they have a plan for the day, and they do not let the distractions, you know, get them off track from that plan. And so most successful people have times where I'm going to make, you know, outgoing calls at this time. I'm going to return emails at this time. I'm going to return calls. And they have a plan, and they stay on that plan unless an emergency arises, which emergencies do arise. But checking Facebook notifications is definitely not an emergency. You know, responding to texts, some people just don't respond to text like immediately. I'm one of those that does because I'm looking at my phone all the time. But you can talk to a lot of successful people, and they are not responding to their texts when they come in like that. They are not in a reactive mode. They're in proactive. So when they decide to look at their text and respond, they have a plan to do that. And I think I respect those people because it really is time management, and it really is effective. And I've just gotten distracted by the whole cell phone thing myself, and I know the majority of people do. And so I think it's just a great way to start our week is to think, okay, here's my plan for the day, and I'm not going to get distracted. I'm going to be proactive and not reactive and see if I can get more done, because I believe that we could all get more done by responding in that manner. So anyway, with that, I'm going to unmute the call, and we can say good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Y'all have day.
Thank you.
Y'all be proactive.